everyone. I'm Kelsey.
And I'm George.
And I'm JPatt.
And you're listening to the Box Officers Podcast. Thank you all for tuning in. Please continue to support us by leaving us a star rating and review wherever you're listening to this episode.
Watching a bad movie is like witnessing a serious crime, but have no fear. The box officers are here. Kelsey, George, and I will review a new movie, and at the end of each episode, we'll classify the film according to the severity of punishment.
Yes, so films can be convicted of a felony, a misdemeanor, an infraction, or on the rare occasion found innocent. This week, we are going to be reviewing the movie Tron Ares. So if you have not seen it yet, you're going to want to pause the episode, go watch it, and then come back because we're going to have a lot of spoilers. Otherwise, let's get into the episode. This movie review comes at the request of Jordan Patterson.
Why do you say it like that? Like y'all didn't want to see this?
Okay. It would not have. I would not have gone to the theater for this had you not requested we review it.
Okay. I mean, it's not.
Okay.
It's not like a big brand or like IP, but I mean, still, Disney has always done Tron, and it's always looked good in my opinion. So I'm like, yeah, it's just like. This is like what the third Tron movie in the series, and it's been how many years? Like 10. So
since the second one, yeah, and I think it is like I wouldn't say it's not Star Wars or anything, but it's a known franchise, like for sure. Like, and I've always liked the lights. No hate there, but I have not seen the first Tron. Whenever that came out, like over 2 decades ago, haven't seen that. I watched Tron Legacy for the sake of being able to watch Tron Ares, but I think I could have also, I don't know, I didn't know the continuity there. I think I should have watched like the original too. But this stands alone also, like it makes sense. So, but you've seen all of it?
No, I've only seen Legacy. I never saw the first Tron.
I saw the second one too. The first one looks insane though, like compared to the second. Yeah, like it did look crazy. Like, oh my god! But the second one, I think
derogatory.
No, like it's like the technology back then, like for what the I guess
or like the graphics.
Yeah, the graphics and stuff. Like they just look crazy. But like the second one is the one I feel like everybody kind of saw. Like because
I think that's what put our generation onto Tron.
Yeah,
but that was so long ago. Like I can't even remember. Personally, even though I know I saw it, I can't remember like
what it was about.
Storyline. Yeah.
Same.
I watched it like 2 days before I saw the new one, and basically Tron Legacy was just about Flynn, whatever his name, somebody Flynn, his son goes into the game to try to get his dad, basically.
Oh, okay. So there's Flynn again. That because I was like watching this movie and I was thinking, who's Flynn? You know what I'm saying? But I guess he's been a character throughout the whole series. But I thought he was kind of like made up specifically for Tron. You know, I mean, Tron Ares, made up specifically for like Tron Ares, like it's a, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I think the dad, Flynn is like the last name, I think.
Yeah.
If he made the game, and then at some point he got stuck inside the game. And so the second movie, the son goes in to try to like retrieve him. But like, he ends up sacrificing himself to save, I guess, the game and his son. And then the third movie is like almost like an antithesis to it. Because I think this guy, Dillinger, is like the son of like the antagonist from a different movie. So it's like the second movie was about the protagonist's son. The third movie is about the antagonist's son. I do like that. That's interesting.
Yeah. So that's why, because I think there was one scene in the movie where they showed like a portrait of his dad, I guess, but they didn't have anything. There was nothing to do with it for the rest of the movie. So that dad they showed was a callback. Yeah.
For the real fans knew.
Yeah.
Notice how
I probably should have rewatched it because I did not catch that.
Small niche. Like I
promise you, had I not watched it literally 48 hours beforehand, I wouldn't have known that.
Yeah, because I was like, who are these people?
Yeah, but I kind of like that because you can watch the movie and still like it without having seen the other ones. Like I feel like I could have took anybody to watch that and they would have been able to understand like what's going on here. But I think you are rewarded for watching the first two for sure. There's a lot of like homage paid, which I think is really
little
cool.
Easter eggs and stuff.
Yeah. So some people out there felt really excited about that. Now, Jared Leto, thoughts?
I think he did good for an AI robot. Yeah.
Baiting you guys. Good for an AI
Can't
robot.
take him seriously anymore. Like, is that bad? I just can't.
Is it Morbius that did that for you, or what?
Let's
what
get
Morbius.
morbid time. Like, I think it's a lot of the little things. Like, I don't really think it was that role specifically, but then with all the like rage baiting with the Joker and the like, do y'all remember that scene in Joker? Like, I can't unsee
I'm
it.
not even laughing at him.
I can't unsee it. Like, he needs to come with more. Like, you know, Robert Pattinson, how he completely tore away from Twilight. Like,
Yeah.
And that's not what this was. But it was.
My first thought was when I saw him, I said, I wonder what would make them cast Jared Leto
like
in
they're
this role.
bold. They are bold.
That was really bold because you already know that it's almost a distracting thing to do. And, I mean, if the script is strong enough, maybe we forget that it's him. But that's a very hard task. So I was kind of shocked.
Bro.
I know they can't put the man out of work. I mean, they could, but they're not gonna. But I would understand should he end up in that situation because it's just kind of like you have a persona, like Jared Leto has a persona now as a person. It's almost like he's a character. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, like he's I get what you mean. Like he's literally
you're gonna instantly see him and you're gonna crack a joke. I'm not laughing at Jared. I mean no harm. But I think we have such strong associations in our mind that maybe just didn't hit the mark. So I was like, why would they do that? If this is a 10-year revival of this thing that's existed for the past 35 years, that feels like a really important role. My friend Jared Leto. Yeah. They said, that's the man. That's our guy.
Maybe that was the budget.
He does. Well, so they had a $180 million budget. So it feels like there were options. But I will say this. He does look like an AI robot. You were right, JPatt. Like, he does.
Okay. That's fair.
Now look at the facial expression.
Because you can't just cast anybody for that.
You can't. It's really hard.
He does look void of a soul.
Yeah.
Well, yes. Also, Jodie Turner-Smith. She also, at first I was like, how is that going to work? She also looked with the makeup like an AI robot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. She did a good job.
I said, okay, I'm buying into a lot of this.
And
but
Evan Peters, that was like, what's his name?
That's where I was headed. Yep.
Yeah.
So that's Dillinger, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My Shayla.
Dillinger. I love Evan
Peters.
Peters.
Me through every season of life. This man could do no wrong. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Lex Luthor. That's what I was about to say. Yeah, he played Lex Luthor, right?
Thought of? I don't recall.
Okay.
Well, now let me look it up because I that's not what I think of when I see him. But I guess that makes
he literally played Lex Luthor. So like, I see his face. It's gonna be Evan Peters.
It's possible. Yeah. I actually I guess my initial association with him comes from American Horror Story. That's where I met him. But we've known each other for a long time now.
Why'd you just let me say be wrong? I'm getting my actors confused
I'm
now.
Googling it to correct you because I was like, that doesn't feel...
Wow. I'm thinking of, I guess, gosh, where is he? He played Lex Luthor in Batman vs. Superman. I'm pretty sure I got the right guy.
Lex Luthor.
I don't feel like that was Evan Peters, but I could be wrong. But it's not something that I'm seeing on the internet. Also, I watched The Office. I'm a big fan of The Office. And he's...
Okay,
He played an intern on there. You were right or wrong?
No, well, I was wrong. Jesse Eisenberg was the Lex Luthor.
Please! Wait! That's funny. Love him too.
Yeah.
And now it's clicking for me. Yeah.
Okay.
But Evan Peters is the GOAT. And I'm really glad that he played such a big role in this movie because it did carry some weight. I'm not going to lie. Like, it would have been overwhelming to have 2 hours of Jared Leto on my screen. And Jared...
You're heartless. Kelsey's heartless, bro.
Right.
I hate to say it, but I love Evan Peters, and he's just like, I could watch 2 hours of that. Like,
I love Evan
my
Peters too.
motivation,
So.
we could debate why I feel that way, but I think it's because he's a great thespian.
I liked Hassan Minaj's performance. That was really refreshing too.
Yes, it was. It
I don't
does
know him.
balance it out for sure. I'm trying to
What
think.
did he do working? Hassan Minaj? Because I don't know him as an actor. This is like my first time. Like,
He's like a comedian, like political
oh,
commentary,
okay.
little comedian, kind of like Daily Show, like one of those like Daily Show vibes, I guess.
Yeah.
I think he's actually on tour or about to be, so he'll be coming to town for like a show. But yeah, he's a funny guy, and he did great. Arturo Castro, not familiar with his work, I think, but he added a lot of balance to this too. Because if you think about it, it was a heavy movie. That's terrifying. When I see the lights, the trails or whatever going over the city, that is a terrifying image. I was thinking, y'all, where's the, I don't know what is the highest branch of military or defense that we have, but like why do you have NYPD rolling up to handle this situation? It just doesn't feel like enough. They were so casual about this.
I was wondering, like,
Space
near
Force.
the end of the movie.
Literally.
Right, yeah. I was wondering, like, why near the end of the movie, like, they sent, like, what, maybe 2 or 3 jets to handle all that mess going on in the city?
Like,
I was like, come on, all right, we'll be realistic, but it's nitpicking.
There was a helicopter. Like, come on. Nobody's trying here.
Yeah.
So, is there anything, okay, visually stunning. I like that. And I always thought that. Even back in, like, 2010 when I didn't watch the movie, I always acknowledge, like, hey, there's some movie out there with really pretty motorcycles. I love them. I don't know what they're doing over there. Beautiful, beautiful lights. Anything other than the visuals that we like?
Personally, I kind of like how simple the plot was and how you didn't have to be like a Tron fan to understand what was going on, especially with the whole AI take they did. I'm like, okay, that's pretty cool to think about, creating something in AI and then basically having it 3D printed into like real life, and then basically the whole dynamic with the AI and the villain character kind of like above him and the AI starts questioning and all of that and kind of like gaining sentience.
Yeah.
I like how that was depicted in it as well. And of course, simple plot, it wasn't too complicated to understand, at least.
Yeah. I mean, it's a Disney movie too, which is, I don't know, it's like PG-13, so I guess it's intended for kids to watch as well. So it shouldn't be like this deep thought, that we have to watch this movie. And you know what? I also like that about it. It's such a good story. If you think about it, it feels like different now because we have like AI and we're doing all these things daily. But at the time, somebody thought about this decades ago.
Yeah.
Lights are on. That's a brilliant idea. It's just that we're continuing it now, so it feels like,
normal.
This could happen tomorrow. But that was like really a cool story concept to come up with. So I think like I can see why it has so many, it's a trilogy, but also they had the TV shows for it. I can see why the video games, like all of this makes sense. Like this is a good plot, very creative people. I love when people think of things. It was really cool. And people can just jump into it. You don't have to see all of it to appreciate this movie, which that's really good.
Yeah.
I like the cast. Like, I feel like it had the perfect amount of diversity where it wasn't like forced. Like, I think everybody that was there was like brought something, like a different perspective, different view. Like, I don't know, it was just well balanced.
This didn't feel like a DEI initiative to you.
Yeah, like it didn't feel overly.
Is that a joke I can make?
Yeah, you're good.
Who knows?
You're good.
We'll find
it's
out.
A free country, express yourself.
Yeah, no, you're right though. I actually hadn't even. I think it's so natural that I actually didn't even pick up on it. I was like, this is a great melting pot.
Yeah, it's like normal, like, like what you would just normally expect. Like, it's natural. Yeah. It didn't give, like, unnatural, forced, like, placement. Like, I really like that. I don't know. Especially considering the last movie I reviewed with y'all.
Hold on. Wait, what was that?
Yeah, it was the one that we had, like, a difference of opinion on.
the DiCaprio movie.
Oh,
Day
One Battle
something.
After Another.
Yeah. Well,
like,
yeah, that was the last one she did. Yeah. So
That is a hilarious comparison. That is
yeah,
so
like
funny.
this feels just like natural. Like this is what I mean. Like you don't need to do too much. It becomes offensive when you do too much. Like okay, like
just let the people represent. You know.
exactly.
Yeah, that's funny. That's a funny comparison. Were there any things that we felt like didn't sit right with me? I have a few.
okay, you go ahead. You go first then.
Yeah, you go
Not
first.
really. I like to tease just because it's Jared Leto, but and in all actuality, he did fine. I want to add that to the good part before we move on.
Yeah.
I thought he played this role well. I'm not gonna say let's wipe the slate clean for him, but this was a good show of faith. Like I'll let him watch another
Yeah.
movie with him after this.
And I
Like
feel
he did a
like
good job.
yeah, and I feel like this movie wasn't meant to be some type of like I don't know, some grand film. I just feel like it was a good
It wasn't.
it was it was a good movie. It was fun. You
Yeah.
know, it wasn't
Yeah.
supposed to be some, Christopher Nolan film. And I feel like Jared Leto, I feel like he did good with the film. Like I didn't get any bad, I can't remember any bad moments where he just like fumbled the character. So personally, I feel like he did great. You know, this was not supposed to be some, what's it called? Somebody's like grand masterpiece. There's a word for it. This is supposed to
Yeah,
be
I know what
his,
you're saying,
yeah,
and I don't have the word. I was hoping Georgette would.
yeah,
Magnus. Oh,
yeah,
Yes.
Magnus Opus, yeah.
a
So
Magnus.
the film with
Opus.
Jared Leto, it was definitely better than the acting, especially like what was it, Suicide Squad? Yeah, it's way better than that, way better than Morbius. I never even saw Morbius, so just let him live this
Burn
time. I feel like,
the film.
He
yeah,
said, "Let him live this
let
time."
let him live.
Yeah, I think like what JPatt said earlier is true. Like he does look like he would be AI or something. Like honestly, I
Yeah,
think this fit him. Versus, I feel like for Morbius and Suicide Squad, like he had to do crazy. Like, did he have to do crazy? What's that called? What's the acting where they actually act like that outside of the thing?
Like method acting.
Method, yeah. Like I feel like he didn't
mm,
really have to do that for this, and that's why it came off so seamless. But I just
This
know
one,
he didn't have. Like, yeah,
they said go out there and look
be
like it's your first
yourself.
time in the world.
Yeah, like
And he said I could do that. And I thought about it, what I was gonna say earlier. It kind of goes with what JPatt was saying about like the story being easy. I also like that the story was like the I guess for lack of better words, like an antithesis to the other one. Like it's really
mm,
cool. I can't think of another movie recently where it's like you have a movie and it's about the protagonist and their legacy, right? It's Tron Legacy. So the legacy
yeah,
of Flynn, whoever made the game. And now this is the legacy of like Dillinger, who was the antagonist. So you kind of have like
uh,
these family
yeah,
tree movies almost. And I feel like naturally most people probably would have expected this one to be about the son again and like how
yeah,
he steps into like leadership, does whatever. And I thought it was
yeah,
really cool of them to say, nope, there was another guy there. Let's talk about his son. And so they basically remade the last movie. And it's flipped flopped in the sense that in the last movie also we went into the game. This movie the game is coming into the world. So I thought
yeah.
they literally made the opposite of the last movie, but they did it so well. It didn't even bother me. I thought it was great. It was a great
So it's
idea.
kind of like,
This is the
you know,
opposite of the last movie in every single way.
it's like the first round was kind of like that middle space, and then it kind of like goes off to the blue, which is Tron Legacy, and then off to the red, which is Tron Ares. So it's kind of like they basically made a sequel in a way to the previous movie.
It is,
Yeah,
yeah, literally. And I feel like that was a really cool way to go about it. But yeah, I just did not like at all that the script low key. Okay, did they pop off like writing wise? Not necessarily. It's such a beautiful world and the world building is so good that we don't care. But you're not going to tell me that
that's
this
fair.
was
Yeah.
anything like
I
phenomenal.
kind of
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
I agree with
The
that.
world is very
So,
captivating. I think that does
and
like low key. Yeah, you're
that's all
right.
they had to bring to the table. They said, we know this is enough. And so that's all we'll be bringing. Sorry. Like,
What
that's
do you think about
it.
that, JPatt?
I guess. I still, I guess,
Damn.
I kind of agree.
Damn.
But I do also wish they had like more like I don't know, more fighting scenes. You know, you had that one fighting scene when you have like the little red people and the blue people. They start fighting in the computer. I did want to see more scenes like that, but a lot of it happened like in the real world. It was still a lot of action, but I did like the special effects and things that they used in the first scene where they're like, fighting like the Power Rangers against everybody.
Hmm.
I just want to see more of that in the movie, but yeah. I want to see a
Yeah,
little
I
bit
think
more of
it's
that,
always
but
cool when they're like in the grid,
yeah, yeah,
and they
yeah,
weren't in
yeah,
the grid that much.
yeah.
So,
Like even
but
when he went into the grid in like the 80s, in the 80s one, like even when he
that
went
was
into
cool.
that one, yeah, that was really cool. And then I wanted to see a fight, like I wanted to see a Tron fight in there, but they just used it for a little bit of like, plot development for the protagonist. But, it would have been nice
He
to
sounds
see
disappointed.
some,
He said it was only to develop their character. Like,
yeah. I would have rather seen Jared Leto fighting rather than like just talking,
you say that.
yeah, after that.
You say that for every movie. I don't know if you noted. Go back to watch it.
I have
You
it.
do that for every movie. You're like, they just didn't fight enough for me.
He
It's
likes
like
action.
your
That's what I come for.
consistent criticism.
Yeah,
That's
it's what
so
I come for.
funny.
Yeah, and they see them scrap.
Well, I think it's time that we make a verdict. Who would like to go first?
I'll let George, you
It's
go first.
crickets.
JPatt should have the honor of going first.
No, you go first, George. What?
No, you
No,
this
no, you go
This
first.
is
You go
your
ahead
no
and do it.
is
trial.
crazy. Okay,
I
I'll
give it
go.
an infraction. I give it an infraction. That's it. That's it.
Ooh,
It's just an
child.
infraction. It is what it is. And it was a good movie. It was a good Tron movie. I feel like people were hating on it way more than they needed to be because they were acting like it was the most like boring or terrible movie ever. And I'm like, I was actually engaged with it. So, and I feel like people are just listening to whatever's being said on social media because it's like they were talking about it as if it were worse than Morbius. And I'm like, I didn't even see
No.
Morbius. So, I just assumed it was terrible. Like I never even watched Morbius like that. So I just assumed, okay, it's gonna be on the Morbin time meme level of good, but it was way better than that. I was like happily surprised. So it's definitely a movie I might like watch again or like just put on, to have in the background. But it's not like, trash. But I mean, you guys can give it your felonies or whatever. So, all right.
I actually don't give it a felony because compared to the like second one, I think it matches up for that, like in comparison to that. So if I compare it to that, I would actually give it a misdemeanor. Like I'm not overly like I feel like I did not have to watch this. Like it didn't do anything for me, but it also didn't do anything wrong. Like I feel like it's true to the other movies. Like I don't think it was like, oh my god, I can't believe they made this. Like I think it's really on par with the rest of the
Hmm.
movies. I mean, I definitely would not watch it again. That's for sure, but it just gave like little sci-fi movie, quick little watch. And honestly, if I was a Tron fan, I don't think I would be disappointed. So yeah, misdemeanor.
Yeah, I can see what you mean about if you're a Tron fan, like you're gonna enjoy it. I
Yeah.
think there was a lot in there for the community. Um, I okay, so
JPatt.
I actually
No, no. I'm not even a Tron fan, like, but I still enjoyed it. Yeah.
I'm gonna give it an infraction. Actually, after
Yeah.
thinking about it,
Just gonna give it a hard
here's the
infraction.
thing. Like the highest I could give, really. But I think here's the thing. I think that this movie did exactly what it was supposed to do. It was very straightforward. It was very clear. I think I probably am not the target audience. I can really appreciate a sci-fi film. For some reason, this one, I'm not gonna say it's boring. I can see how it's not super stimulating though, and I can also say that maybe it didn't need to be 2 hours long. But I have to give it an infraction because, as opposed to like a felony, the world building here is just too good. It's just like, this is
Hmm.
beautiful. It's fully fleshed out. I'm like fully immersed. And it's just like a good story. Unfortunately, nothing was ever written in the script that would move me or a lot of people I know. So it's like, unfortunately, I was there because I knew it was going to be a beautiful movie And
Mm-hmm.
dare I say that's why and I think it's a compliment to say, wow, this is such a beautifully built world, and like the concept is so interesting that I would watch it knowing that other aspects of it are going to fall short. That means somebody in the room did a great job. I can't say that for every person on the team. Also, Jared Leto did not do bad. I went in thinking like he was going to literally ruin this film and this
Yeah, the way they
franchise.
were talking about it.
He did not. He did
Yeah.
not. This is, dare I say, one of his best performances. But again, what does it say that your best performance is not a human being?
Dallas Buyers Club.
Okay.
That was what?
Dallas Buyers Club. She says that's his
Oh,
best
that's what.
performance.
Oh, that's what.
JPatt's so
That's like
confused.
Allow me to correct myself. JPatt, look it up after. Look it up after. Look it up after. You guys are
That made me hit a roadblock.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe
I'm gonna look it up after.
We'll add
You
that to the
actually
list.
Yeah.
you actually need to watch that movie before you because more yeah. That's why
It was
this is not his
okay.
best performance, Kelsey.
And you're right.
Yeah.
I should correct myself. I would say this is his best recent work for sure.
Yeah. I think it's not even like a rebirth. It's just better than like what he's been putting out. So
Something happened about
Yeah.
8 or 10 years ago, and we just can't figure out what it was.
Yeah.
But we're trying to come back from that. And I feel like current day Jared Leto, this is the
Path
first
to
time I've heard his
redemption.
name in a positive way in a
It's his
long
first
time,
step.
I should have said.
First step to redemption is what you try to say.
People are speaking about him positively for the first time in a really long time.
Yeah.
Is the correct statement. And I love that for him. He seems okay. Y'all pray for that man for real. It's got to be hard. Even as soon as that mask came off, the first time he like generated and the reveal, I said, why is Jared Leto here? That was initially my thought. Initial thought. But I will say after this, maybe I won't do that. So
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah, I think he's getting his mojo back a little bit.
Yeah. Dallas Buyers Club. Let's
I'll
put
look
that
it
on
up
the
later.
to-do list. You guys are hilarious. Well, I think we kind of, this is the closest we've been to like having an agreement in a really long time. 'Cause we've been all over the place, but we're kind of falling in the middle here. The point is, it wasn't great, but it wasn't terrible. We've seen better, we've seen worse, and I think that's great. To all our Tron fans, to all the Jared Leto lovers, to Jared Leto, we do appreciate you for sure. I hope that, like, should we ever run into you, we can have a lovely conversation about art and literature and really bond over whatever it is that you're into.
Yeah, we don't want to talk too much
personal.
mess just in case.
It's not personal. You said, why is he here when he took off the mask? That sounds personal to me.
Yeah.
I don't.
I'll have to meet him for us. Because you can't, if we ever come across Jared Leto,
we're going to send in the biggest Tron fan ever to speak to you first.
Oh my God.
Yeah. But this episode was so fun. Sometimes it's fun to just have a lighter heart. I'll get you a sweatshirt, bro.
It's just funny because we're acting like he's like the biggest fan ever just because he recommended it.
And he's never said that, I don't think.
Rage baiting me. No.
He advocated for one movie one time.
Right? Like, he's our Tron guy.
Do not call me that.
Like,
we're never going to get over this.
I was going to say, I'm not dropping that, by the way.
Yeah,
so.
direct all Tron-related questions to Jay.
I'm never recommending a movie again. Never again.
Never recommending a movie. We're going to get you, like, some merch.
Like, Tron merch.
I said I was there for it. No. We're not going to put no Tron hat, shirt, Tron boy, none of that.
You need to get the disc. You know how you have your Thor hammer sometimes? You need to get, like,
I'm not gonna
the disc.
Well, maybe. I mean, I like the disc. The disc is cool, so I might get it. Just so y'all can. I'll give y'all the joke. Just so y'all, that's not my costume. But just so y'all can have the joke, I'll get the little thing. Maybe it'll be
he's at the acceptance
stage.
stage.
Yeah. Maybe it'll be a nice running gag.
This is bargaining.
Literally. he's trying to make us think that he's doing it for us.
Bargaining with us.
It's in his closet right now.
Wow.
It's in his closet right now, man. Well, to JPatt's community, we hope that you share your thoughts with us about this movie. If you loved it as much as he did, you gotta let us know. And if you hated it, we're curious to hear why. But this is a safe space for Jared Leto, so just keep that in mind. Otherwise, I guess we will see you guys back here next Wednesday on the Box Officers Podcast.
Toodaloo.
I'll see y'all later. Y'all did me dirty.
Tron out.
No, have you seen the memes where they're like, it's trotting time?